Hi everyone, nice to see you all again on another episode of FMPOV. From my point of view, my name is Raphael, spelled with PH. Here on this program, I examine and analyze deep questions about relationships and lifestyles, and I objectively say it the way it is from my point of view. So for those of you who are stressing yourself out about your relationship issues or situationship issues, please don't hesitate, reach out to me and I will give you my point of view unapologetically. You see friends, the smallest change in perspective can transform a life. I know I say this all the time, but it is what it is, because when you get another perspective on an issue, it gives you a better clarity. Like the saying goes, when you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change as well. So now, let's dive down into our question of the day. He slept with me and now he wants us just to be friends. Why is he doing this to me? Whoa. Cool down, okay? First of all, take a deep breath. Now, let's get down to the facts of the matter. Yes, he slept with you, but you also slept with him. You were a willing participant in the event. No one got used. The question here is, was it promised to you that if you had sex, you too will enter into a relationship? Or was it your hope or assumption that if you two had sex, then you will automatically become an item? This is very important because unless you communicated verbally to him your expectations before the deed, then the dude has done you no wrong. He's only letting you know that he has fulfilled his own expectations and wants nothing more than being friends with you. So you crying about it now is like somebody crying over a split milk. See, ladies, in this age of hookup culture and casual sex, it can be hard to know exactly where you stand with someone before and after doing the deed. If you two were just friends or casually dating before you two had sex, you may have taken a risk if you wanted something more. He has every right to declare he wants to be friends if there was no prior commitment. And seriously, this is not uncommon. So many women are falling victims to a man's charm, thinking they had something special with him, just to have their hearts broken in the end. Just because you slept with someone doesn't mean that they want the same things that you do. Some people have a very casual attitude about sex, while others take it much more seriously. So now, let's consider all the possible reasons why this dude pulled a smash and dash on you. 1. There are the chances that he is seeing someone else or even in a long-term relationship with someone else. And that could even be the more reason he wanted you guys to be just friends. I know this sounds cruel, but it is what it is. Sometimes, some men, not all, some, when they get bored in long-term relationships, they look for a willing partner to spice things up. That is why there is a whole bunch of side chicks out there. Secondly, the dude could simply just wanted to have sex and nothing more. You see, ladies, sex for guys is merely about the physical pleasure, while women's desire for sex is often prompted by their emotional feelings of connection. I know that ladies are tired of hearing this, but it is the actual truth. So while you thought that this was the first big step to something more serious because you felt a genuine connection, that wasn't what happened in his eyes. It was honey, and he simply wanted a taste of the honey pot. You gave him an opportunity and he took it. You were willing and he was ready. I mean, who can blame the poor guy? You offered him the dessert before dinner. We all know the saying, dessert before dinner ruins your appetite. It is no wonder. And seriously, men hardly say no to sexual freebies. And thirdly, It could also be that the sex wasn't good. You didn't wow him. I know this may sound hard to hear, and please don't take this personal. It is not an attack on your sexual prowess. The fact is, when we sleep with someone, there is always the chance that you won't really be able to please each other, especially if it is the first time. Sometimes it is in the act itself. Sometimes it is in the performance, and other times it is just that the vibe wasn't right. People usually expect a mind-blowing experience. He may have had big expectations and now is just disappointed that he couldn't get what he wanted out of the experience. When you have a bad experience with someone, it is understandable that you won't want to go through that again. And finally, it could be that he considers you or have had stories about you being an alley cat, someone with low morals that will sleep, have sex with practically anyone. The fact that you went willingly home with him or you invited him home to you could make him think that you do this with every guy. Please, don't get me wrong. I'm not being judgmental. I strongly believe that women should be able to do whatever they want with their body without any type of judgment in this world. Seriously, a woman can have sex when she wants, how she wants, and with whom she wants. You don't have to explain your actions to anyone. No one has the right to tell you how long you have to wait before you decide to sleep with someone. But so many men aren't usually that forward thinking. Most of them would rather chase you for months and then celebrate if and when they get to do the deed. But when consent is given quickly, most men find it to be too convenient and will probably jump to the conclusion that you are too easy. And seriously, no guy wants a relationship with a sex philanthropist. It is as simple as that. Now that we have gone through the myriad reasons why he probably wants you in the friend zone, so now let's talk about what you should do in such situations. First of all, ladies, your options are limited. It is only two. You either stay or leave. So if you decide to stay, then please ask yourself, are you able to stay friends with him without constantly consumed by the fact that he slept with you and now wants to be friends? And if you feel contented with moving towards friendship, then please communicate explicitly your boundaries with the friendship. Let him know straight up, is he going to be friends only or friends with benefits? This is extremely important so that there will not be any ambiguity between the two of you. Usually, it is pretty hard to go from a sexual relationship to a friends-only relationship. There is often a constant feeling of rejection experienced by the person who is being moved into the friends zone. Although sometimes it works perfectly where the two of you end up being good friends. But I personally will always suggest move on. You are better off looking for someone who wants what you want. Don't give up your need for a committed and loving relationship for the convenience of hanging out with a guy that wants you just as friend. I know it's not easy and your heart probably aches for him right now, but that doesn't mean that you should accept to be zoned into the friends only or the friends with benefits corner, hoping that it will magically change his mind. You are better than that. There are thousands other guys out there who will treat you just like the queen that you are. So go where you will be cherished and not tolerated. But this time, I recommend that you sort out your expectations and their intentions with you before giving them a taste of the honey pot. And that is me saying it from my point of view. Okay, friends. Thanks for watching this video. Of course, some of my assertions may not be agreeable to some of you, but hey, you know how we do it on this program. I'm just keeping it real, saying it from my point of view. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and most importantly, subscribe. And for those of you who are facing daunting issues or challenges in your relationship and are looking for objective advice, please go ahead, send me an email. Use the email contact down below. Like I said earlier, a problem shared is a problem solved. Looking forward to seeing you next week on another episode of FMPOV from my point of view. And until then, please stay safe.